I wonder if, like, at 8 months pregnant, the gym that I go to really wishes that I would stop wearing their t-shirts. Like I'm a walking billboard, which right now I do feel like a walking billboard. But like I'm advertising for them, advertising where I got my physique from. I got this physique by working out at this gym. Follow my plan and you can look like this too in as little as 8 months. Thank you, gym membership. I'm EMarie. Thanks for being here. I'm wiring a canvas for the first time. I bought this kit from Michaels. By the way, if the CEO of Michaels is watching this right now, don't hesitate to contact me about possibly sponsoring. I could pencil you in. 2 mistakes that I made. 1, I waited until the day before my art piece was due to complete this. And 2, I forgot to buy 2 kits. So I couldn't practice on another canvas before doing it on the art piece that I had been working on. So I have this piece that took me 3 weeks to make, and I decided to wire a canvas for the first time the day before my art exhibit. No need to say it. I already know what you're thinking.
Wow, Erica, you're so brave. I admire that about you.
Or maybe you're thinking, what a total idiot. Either way, wish me luck. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, with every like on this video and every new subscriber to this channel, a child discovers a pencil for the first time and an artist is born. It's not for me, it's for the children. So this is the actual kit I got. Studio Decor flat mount D-ring mounting kit. I had wire cutters already at the house, and then I also bought these baby blue pliers. That way my husband would not take these pliers for his own tool set. There's your life hack for the day. So just like anybody else trying to figure out how to do something, YouTube a whole lot of videos. Well, I saw everybody was wiring their canvas after their art piece was complete. So in order to save the face of my canvas, I put it on another canvas so that there's that gap in between and it's not touching the ground or any other surface. So the absolute first thing you have to do is figure out where you're going to put these mounting brackets at. The way that it has been calculated is you want to go about 1/3 of the way down from the top. You get that measurement by measuring the entire canvas and then dividing it by 3. And using my ruler, I was able to figure out exactly where on the canvas that was going to be. The purpose in going down 1/3 is if it goes too low, the canvas will hang away from the wall. And then if it's too high, you can actually see the wire on the wall while it's hanging. So this is just to hide the wiring and then also to keep it against the wall. The wood on this canvas is very soft, so you could actually use your own hand pressure to set this mount. And that's what I did. Use a magnetic screwdriver if you have one. Trust me, it makes it way easier. The brackets that I bought have a step down, so it actually conforms to the edge of that piece of wood on the back of the canvas. That helps it stay more flat, or the appearance of looking more flat. And I just, for aesthetics, is why I got those. Of course, the last step is wiring this thing. So there's actually instructions on the back of this kit on how to properly wire this, how to properly tie the knot on the back of these brackets. And yes, I am wearing Superman pants. I seriously had to look at these instructions like for 5 minutes, and then I still felt like I didn't know exactly what I was doing. So here's just a close-up of the instructions they give you, and yeah, that was it. So determining the length of the wire, I had a piece, I stretched it from one side to the other and then allowed some hangover. The purpose in that is so that it's not so tight that it doesn't hang straight. And at the same time, you don't want it too loose because you don't want the wire to be exposed when the canvas is hanging on the wall. And this is me carefully trying to figure out how to, do this knot that they have portrayed on the back of this hanging kit. These pliers were not gripping as well as I had hoped that they would. I actually found it almost more difficult using the pliers than I did my own fingers. And at some point, I was actually able to create this knot I was instructed to, and I just kept pulling it until there was no slack left in the wire and the bracket. And during this part was probably when those pliers were the most handy, just because it's hard to grip a wire, and to be honest, it kind of hurts. And on a scale of 1 to farmer tan, I have realized I am a solid 7. A lot of proud moments in this video. So I managed to tie what I think is a knot on the back of this bracket, and I'm wrapping the leftover wire around the wire going across. This is to make sure that it does not become unraveled. You want this as tight as possible. I then used the pliers to basically make sure that it was as tight as I could get it, kind of smashing it together even. So now time for the other side. You would think I just successfully completed one of these. It would be no problem me doing this again. But here I show you that you still can mess up, and I did. I even had to redo it for the second time. At this point, I'm just thinking the whole time, I really don't know who said this is easy or how on earth this gets easier, because I messed up again and had to redo it. You'll see that as I'm tightening this, I'm still pulling on the wire to make sure that it does not go over the top of the canvas, because it is very important that that does not show. Using the pliers, I'm making the wire as taut as possible before I start wrapping the leftover wire around itself. When I started wrapping the wire, I counted how many times I wrapped, and I wanted to make it even on both sides just to make it look better. So once I got to a certain point, I ended up cutting with the wire cutters the leftovers. So I had 5 equal wraps around the wire. And by 5, I actually mean 6, apparently. Overall, I was pleased with the results, and it was a learning experience. The knots kind of look a little different, but practice makes perfect. Well, that was the finished piece. Please, if you have a last minute art decision that you made, let us know how that went in the comments. Or let us know your experience wiring a canvas for the first time. And I wonder if it was easier than my experience or looked better than mine did. Thank you for your time. I do not deserve it, but I thank you. See you next time.